In today's world, the ability to be still and maintain focus for extended periods of time is a challenge, whether it be by our ability to stay connected through technology, our overflowing work plates and to-do lists, or possibly through our increased roles and responsibilities during the course of the pandemic. Our bodies and brains are constantly on the go, forced to move from one piece of stimulation to another. Further to this, throughout all of our daily experiences, we sometimes forget how influenced we are by things like our expectations, biases, attitudes, or our prior experiences. All of these have the tendency of distracting and preventing us from experiencing life at face value. This is where mindfulness comes in. Simply put, mindfulness is defined as our ability to be fully present in any given moment, regardless of what's happening around us. It's reflected in our ability to pay attention on purpose to what and where we are, however positive or negative, and without giving in to things like judgment, perception, attitude, or any other cognitive or emotional response that can often cloud or impact the way we experience things. Mindfulness isn't about learning to ignore these distracting thoughts or emotions, but instead is about learning to let go of them when they do find their way in, and return our attention back to the present moment. Some basic examples of paying attention on purpose that anyone can perform at any moment include things like paying attention to the way you're breathing right now, or paying attention to what it feels like on your body as you reach your arms high to the sky and engage in a comfortable stretch. So if one of the goals of being more mindful in an ever-stimulating and busy world is our end goal, how can we practice this skill intentionally? Luckily, there are countless exercises that we can engage in to help us build skills and gain confidence around the art of mindfulness. Let's walk through a couple of my favorites right now. The first exercise is commonly referred to as the body scan. It doesn't require anything but you to be seated or laying down as comfortably as possible. I'll give you just a couple of seconds now to get as comfortable as you can. Now, go ahead and close your eyes, trying to relax as best as possible. For the remainder of this exercise, I'd like you to remain as still as possible. However, if at any point you feel uncomfortable in your position, be aware of that discomfort and simply adjust your legs or body accordingly to find a comfortable feeling. Next, I'd like you to bring your awareness to your breath, noticing the rhythm of each breath in and each breath out. Don't try to change the way you're breathing, but instead just bring your awareness to each breath. Next, I'd like you to pay attention to your body, how it feels, the texture of your clothing against your skin. Do you feel cold or warm in this moment? And the feeling of your body resting against the chair or the ground if you're laying down. Now, I'd like you to focus your awareness to the parts of your body that feel maybe tight, tingly, or anywhere that feels particularly heavy or light. How about any parts of your body where you don't feel any sensations at all? We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up to the top of your head, and all I want you to do is pay attention to the way each body part feels as we reach it. Start with the toes of both feet. Move up your feet to your ankles, your calves, your knees, thighs, buttocks and tailbone. Now abdomen, and into your chest, lower back, ribs, all the way to your upper back, and into your hands, fingers, wrists, elbows, your biceps, wrists, and up to your shoulders, your neck, jaw, nose, to your cheeks, and then your forehead. Great job. Keep in mind that the duration you spend on each body part can last anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes, whatever you think is necessary. And remember, mindfulness requires the ability to pay attention on purpose. As you open your eyes, still comfortably seated or laying down, hopefully feeling relaxed, I'd like to offer you another mindfulness exercise that is great to practice and allows us to be attentive to things we often don't pay attention to or possibly take for granted. The name of this mindfulness exercise is the 5 senses exercise. One of the benefits to this exercise is that it can be practiced anywhere and will offer a little different of an experience each time you engage in it. Follow this order to practice the 5 senses. First, notice 5 things that you can see. Look around you and bring your attention to 5 things that you can see. Maybe consider picking something you don't normally notice, like a blemish on a wall, a shadow, or perhaps something while you stand out in your farm field or yard. Next, notice 4 things that you can feel. Bring your awareness to 4 things you are currently feeling, like the texture of your pants or sweater, or the surface of your chair or table. Grab hold of a small piece of a crop and just place it in your fingertips. Third, notice 3 things you can hear. Take a moment to listen and become aware of 3 things you can hear around you. Maybe the hum of a nearby appliance or equipment running, or the sound of a bird chirping nearby. Next, notice 2 things you can smell. Now let's focus your awareness on perhaps a couple of smells that you aren't typically attuned to. The smell of a plant or a nearby breeze. The next time you're outside, pay attention to the nearby smells. And lastly, notice 1 thing you can taste. Focus on 1 thing that you can taste right now in this moment. Take a sip of your drink. Take a bite of something nearby, even if it's popping in a stick of gum. As simple as these exercises are, both the body scan and the 5 senses exercise are perfect examples of ways to bring your awareness and focus to the current moment and find a mindful state quickly. Thanks for watching and take care.